Greetings. I'm here to share with you a message. Ha! Just kidding. Actually, just terrible lighting. Thought it would be funny to go with the whole police mode or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The anonymous witness and stuff. I'd like to ask you guys about a few things today, or even better than ask, I'd like to actually tell you. Let me speak a little bit from my ego, but also from my awareness. Let me speak from my heart. Let me speak through this throat. Let me work as one functional being to convey to you a very serious message. Are you worthy? Are you worthy of kindness and respect of all of the benefits and miracles and friendships and gifts and kind things and favors that come into your life? Now, worthy might not be what you are, but of course you receive all these things. And I'd like to ask you, as you approach different friendships, different things in your life, and you make silly decisions, as you make these mistakes, as you blow up, as you treat people unfairly, especially when they don't do it to you, and they continue to give you kindness. I want you to understand that they don't have to do this. They don't have to love you, but they do, because they love. That's something you're not experiencing while you behave in your manners. They don't have to forgive you, and if they do, awesome. But when they forgive you, they don't have to forget. And they can make educated decisions to better their lives and make wiser choices that are without you or around you. So here's where the question sort of comes into play. What are you doing to make better decisions? To not repeat these things, you can blame all you want on another individual. Yeah, they might have been mad or upset or raised their voice or whatever it is that you didn't like as well. But why did they do that? Did you upset them? Has this happened before? Are you continuing to repeat the same experiment and still demanding some kind of reward for your mistakes? Surely, throughout grade school, assuming you went, you were taught about the relationship of cause and effect. And you know A often causes B, or sometimes the other way around. That the sequence of events that take place are related. So if you're really not liking the outcome of a situation, know that the other person also might be unhappy. And instead of continuing to support negativity and unwanted desires and outcomes, don't you think that one or more of the people should have the intelligence or sense to make a new move? Well, this can come in many different ways. You could do what I call ghosting somebody, pretend like they don't exist. And you know they exist because if you're living in love or in happiness, you are keeping them in your mind and in your well wishes and wanting them to do nothing but grow and rise up. However, it doesn't make it your responsibility to do so. Now, I've taken a great responsibility to help people as much as possible. Give them all the answers. They take wisdom for granted. They take friendship for granted, kindness, gifts, money, power for granted, and they abuse it. And then they start to act through ego and authority, and they think that they're entitled. And even when they're wrong, they still want more. And that's the insatiable lust, the insatiable desires and cravings and wants. And I don't want very much. The only thing I ask for is respect because I'm a very giving soul. And so I'd like you, all of you hearing this, to examine your lives and look at the things that are repeating in your world. And it might not just be with people. It could be with animals. It could be just names popping up in your life over and over. But ask yourself, as things start to repeat in your life and you're still unhappy or you're still not going in the direction that you'd like, what could you do different? One could assume that every day of the universe, every second, has already occurred. That the only reason you get to observe this is to have a new experience. And if you're not having a new experience, then there's no purpose for you to do this. So why do it? That's my advice for you today. My questions and my thoughts. Beep boop.